yeah, so pretty much for this segment, I'll be continuing with the story, which is actually rather Deus Ex-y, for want of a better term. It's full of conspiracies and paranoia and accusations of who did this and that and all that. So it is, you know, like in the early reviews when you look this up, it'll just say, ignore the weird names and the bizarre characters, and you get a really good Deus Ex open-ended game with conspiracies and whatnot. And I think I'm totally lost again. I made a wrong turn again. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else for me to grab. I already have the best available weapons. Right, from doing that sequence break, well, fourth wall break rather. Oh, that's weird. I'm still holding 2 biocells. Why is that? Oh, that's weird. I'm supposed to have given all 3 of them to him. Let's head back and actually just examine that, because I'm pretty sure I was supposed to give all 3 to the quest giver, and you know, be rewarded with that. So let's just see what's going on there. I have no idea where I can get that leg augmentation, that running augmentation. That, you know, that really will be useful for getting across these huge maps. Let's just close that door. Gotta be polite. Let's talk to him, see what he says.
On some Sundays, you should come from far, singing sweetly our bunny lar. This is my deck, don't call it a wreck. Churns out a beat that's quite elite.
Okay, so that seems to be a bug then. I'm still holding 2 biocells, which was supposed to be given as a quest. I'll just drop that. That's not an IRC client. That appears to be... That looks like an FTP client, actually. I don't recognize it straight away. But yeah, if I can find a computer... I think I need to find a computer that has a monitor with the IRC chat on the screen. I should be able to actually get into the IRC channel. But yeah, I mean, it's not dead per se, but the population has certainly begun to shrunk. The whole IRC community and stuff like that. And... you know, the Discord really was advertised as IRC 2.0. And I still don't use it very much, but that's pretty much the main reason, if not the only reason, why I decided to make the leap and actually get Discord. Where am I going? Right, I remember seeing a screen with IRC somewhere on this map. I just want to check that out. It should be in the fanfiction shop. Ugh, fanfiction. So let's go over here. There is a surprising amount of text here as well, because yeah, you know, there's an actual fanfic in here. Okay, so this here is an IRC client. I've used IRC. I'm actually still using IRC. I'm watching Twitch chat with an IRC client right now. So yeah, pretty much see this, recognize it straight away. It's probably murk or something like that. But if I open this up, I need to. I don't know the login. I'll just hack into it. Wait, no, am I going to get in trouble? Please save. Save. Hack into this. And nothing. Okay. Oh well. Thanks for hanging around, Toro. See you next time. Okay, so much for IRC. Okay, enough detours. Let's just play the main quest for a little bit. And I'm lost again. Turn on the light. Since this is an extended session beyond what I intended, the next cutoff point, I think, is probably finishing this mission.
It's Trescon again.
At least one of the main missions. There is still plenty of stuff to show, Easter eggs and stuff as well. I am kind of working off this off the top of my head. Though, yeah, let's just see how much I'm comfortable with playing. So, back here again, and now let's actually go up to King Cashew. Go up there. Open the door. Okay, so instead of going to Gandaya, or however you pronounce it, let's go left. There's not really much to look at here in these offices. But it is kind of a maze. Oh, I can actually read these. What is this stuff? Weird conjecture about something. Okay, that says BSP holes, and it seems to be some kind of in-universe style scientific paper, quote unquote, about holes in the void of space. Except BSP files are actually the name of the map file format for Deus Ex. So a little bit matrixy looking at their own code, isn't it? Internet terminology manual. And you've got account, administrator, avatar, and flame, forum, moderator, newbie, blah blah blah, spam. It's kind of cool. And yeah, this is another scientific paper, quote unquote, about the effective range of weapons. But it uses terms hit points and how the majority of combat happens within the range of 8 feet, a massive distance. So a bit of naval gazing there, so to speak. Right, that's oh, I've never been up here, I think. I can't remember what's up here. I think this goes to nothing. Nothing at all. Let's just close that. Okay, so let's actually continue with the main quest. Pick up a password.
Trescon, it's been quite a while. What have you been up to all this time? Cooking moose kebabs over a polar bear dung fire?
I'll have you know that moose kebabs are a healthy part of any diet. You wanted to talk to me? Oration monkey?
Yes. I'm glad you chose to come here before visiting Skara. If I were you, I'd stay far away from that man. He's dangerous.
Before we get down to business, I'd like some compensation
More
for
money.
that Ludo
Yay.
chicken price.
Of course. I imagine you're a little short on funds right now. Will 500 suffice? Unfortunately, we're a little short on credits these days, so this goes out of my own pocket. This should be enough for a few nice things from the weapon shop.
That'll have to do then.
I hope you didn't mind the test we put you through. We just needed to be absolutely sure you're still in shape.
I'm in better shape than ever, and I assure you, I'm ready to get to the bottom of this case.
Alrighty.
Before I tell you anything else, we need you to take care of a problem for us. I don't know if you're aware of what's going on at WorldCorp.
What do you mean, specifically?
Well, it's a touchy situation. Apparently those llamas sent a bunch of their members to WorldCorp to spray paint the toilets. They all got out, except one of them. A member called Silver Dragon. He's pinned down...
No relation to the blue eyes white dragon, I presume.
We know at the moment.
Or the red eyes black
You
dragon.
could help
It's
Silver
just
Dragon escape.
Silver Dragon.
Attention to more important matters.
Why do you want me to get this Silver Dragon out? He's affiliated with PDX?
Not exactly, but our reason is twofold. First of all, Silver Dragon is a veteran of the community. We wouldn't like to see him harmed.
Especially not by WorldCorp, I gather.
Especially not by WorldCorp. Second of all, and most important to you, Silver sent me a PM requesting our help and offering in return to give us an important piece of evidence in the Deus Diablo case. I can't promise he's not bluffing, but I think it's worth investigating. Don't you?
If
Sure.
there's a chance Silver Dragon may have information that can lead us to find Deus, we have to act on that.
Thank you. Good luck with your investigation.
Alrighty. So during that conversation, I was kind of thinking. Again, this kind of depends on what you want, like the viewers. But I'm probably going to end this session after dealing with this Silver Dragon situation. I have been streaming for 3 hours after all. Did take a good break, but well, gotta kind of conserve. I can't really just play everything all at once in a single day, can't I? Can't I? I suppose I could, but yeah, I mean, 3 hours stream session was already starting to push it. I'm very surprised that it took that long for me to actually show all the secrets. Monty Python and the quest for the Holy Grail. I do remember actually playing a game fully to completion once. But that was because I got it in the morning and finished it. Well, actually, I think I did that to several games. Like, I got it in the morning, binged it to the very evening, and finished it at that point. And those games were really about 10 to 12 hours long. A lot of games do have that kind of length, so I suppose it's possible for me to like finish a game like this. This game is about 23 hours actually.
I'm deeply disappointed that you chose to visit PDX before you came to me,
Treknon. I don't know what sort of
Treknon,
communist
right now.
propaganda
My name
they've
is
been filled with,
Trestcon.
but you must come talk to me now. Believe me, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
But yeah, a lot of games, you know, they kind of have, well, consulting that website, How Long to Beat, is probably better, but a lot of games kind of have a length of about 10 to 12 hours. It depends on the genre as well, of course. Sometimes it's 20, some of them 40 hours, typically RPGs, about 40 hours long. But I am recording my game time now. I do that a lot now. And my first playthrough for this probably took 23 hours. That's why I'm being a bit precise there. But you know, it also depends on how. You know, I kind of do this because I want to share my gameplay with you guys. If my session is too long and you guys leave, that's not really great either. It's I'm talking about Twitch at this point, but you know, it's kind of a balancing act. World Corp. So here is the bad guy faction of this game. Of course, with the whole moral ambiguity thing, I guess you could call this the bad guys, and King Cashew and PDX the good guys. If you want to be more ambiguous though, you would say that PDX is like the guise of authority, so more like lawful, and World Corp is more chaotic or mercenary. So instead of good or evil, it is lawful and chaotic. If you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons. So here, instead of investigating things as I'm kind of supposed to, I pretty much do the mercenary route. This is pretty much the mercenary route where I just do what I want for fun and profit. And
Welcome
yeah.
to the World Corp Incorporated Global Headquarters. I hope you find my little firm sufficiently impressive. My office is on the 4th floor. Just take the elevator up here and we'll talk about your future at this company.
I always forget where the stairs are here. But yeah, I'm not really comfortable with taking the World Corp route. Mainly because the reason, you know, TrestCon came here to this forum city and you know, the whole scenario that sets this up, he's coming back by request to investigate Deus Diablo. So it doesn't really make sense for him to... That's the wrong way. That's the wrong elevator. So it doesn't really make sense for him to suddenly ditch everyone, you know? You kind of have to talk to everyone first. And see how everything goes. Another thing as well, which is kind of a disincentive, is that PDX is very clearly made to be a friendly headquarters, and everything is actually very accessible. So the medbot is there. It's very easily accessible. You can also there's also a tech bot to recharge your bioenergy. Here, there is no medbot anywhere here, so it actually takes much longer for you to find a place to install your augmentations. And I actually can't remember where the medbot is here, but there isn't one anywhere immediately, so so yeah, I still haven't installed that, forgot to install that. So yeah, there are a number of downsides. I mean, it's still in an easy accessible location, but you know, it's kind of more difficult to get resources, even though you get more money in this route. That said, It's not money, but I am going to break into this room here, and that's because there is actually something I can grab. This augmentation canister. As soon as I can get up on the table. There we go. A nice centerpiece there, but augmentation upgrade. Another thing as well is that nothing's really blocked. Not a lot of stuff is blocked out of your path. If you take the opposite route, normally stuff is blocked out. But if you use meta information from like your previous playthrough, you can actually just get everything you want. Like I'm using the walkthrough here, so I can grab extra items and all that as well. So like here, there's like this I definitely can't access. Whoops. Because that's actually a secret doorway. But I believe I can get into this secret door here. I need to check what the key code is though, but you know, if I brought that information over, I can grab some extra items. That's a lot of metagaming though. That's definitely something you would do on like your third playthrough or something. But anyway, now let's talk to Scarlet B. King.
I'm glad you came around and paid me a visit. That PDX gang really isn't a crowd you should hang out with. It's Trescon. Right. Anyway,
Right.
as I said in my PM, I have an offer for you.
That is a good question.
I'm just here to ask you what you know about the kidnapping of Deus Diablo. I don't know a damn thing about his kidnapping.
Oh, sorry, did you expect me to answer that? Nah, I'm just kidding, but
There was room in my organization
I don't know
for a
either.
man with your
I guess it's because he's made of money?
about Diablo and helped me achieve my goals.
Like, or made of gold? Or something like that?
But if you oppose me, I will destroy you.
But yeah, I think it kind of goes back to the whole,
Trescon. Yes,
you know,
I
everyone here is an avatar.
don't care about Deus Diablo, and neither do you.
But it's not strictly
Care about me, and you care
like
about
one of
yourself.
those, well, like one of those other things, like in
Really care about is ourselves.
Digimon, where you enter a digital world, or Tron, and it's not really like
I'm all in. I'm going to make
the
myself
Matrix
very, very
kind of,
powerful.
and it's not really like
Let you in on a piece of the action. Well,
what was
Deus
it,
Diablo's
Dot Hack
disappearance is the
or
reason
Sword
I'm
Art
here.
Online. It's
If you think Diablo's case
it kind of is,
your average introduction, you're
but the line eventually gets blurred as well, so
larger things going on here.
it's kind of confusing. I'm confusing myself now.
Control of this entire city before PDX is any wiser. What do you say? Are you interested? Go on. My corporation happens to have a rather bad relationship with religious fanatics known as the Llamas. They're very fond of exposing me to their childish pranks. Yesterday, a couple of them snuck into the building, decorated our toilets with graffiti referring to their 133 Tinas, and made their escape through the parking basement. One of them, however, failed to sneak back out. My security staff has trapped him in the basement, and I'm making sure.
So the mission here is to essentially
They tried to put him under arrest, but his fighting abilities are apparently not inconsiderable. It would appear that brute strength should not be underestimated. Of course, I am amazed at the amount of incompetence which has allowed a dragon of rather noticeable size to enter the building undetected in the first place. But that matter will be dealt with in due time. First, I want you to get rid of the dragon in my basement. Crush it, mutilate it, I don't care. Just make sure it dies. You got that? I want it dead. And in return for killing this dragon of yours, I get what? That's the spirit. Don't worry, money isn't an issue. And neither are augmentations, if you know what I'm saying. No, thank you. I'm not interested. Then what on earth are you doing here wasting my precious time? You've disappointed me, Trevor-Con. You have potential, I can see that. But if you're unwilling to use it, what is the point? The door is right behind you. I trust you can find your own way through it.
Right, so, kind of just wanted to listen to everything there. And you can, as you can see there, the part where you choose sides is choosing whether to rescue Silver Dragon or kill Silver Dragon. So I'll need to make that decision very soon. Talking about the whole weird, appearance though, that kind of just goes into the whole weird setting of the Nameless mod, where everyone here is a representation of someone from internet forums, and it's their avatars brought to life, which really makes things fascinating in my opinion. A lot of people are confused by the premise, but were confused by the premise, but these days, you have Tron. Tron's really old, that's not a good example, but you have Digimon, you have The Matrix, you have Dot Hack, you have Sword Art Online. So the idea of avatars being in 3D and representing you isn't poorly understood anymore. But that's essentially what this is. This is Scholar B. King was the name of a user on that forum. I guess something about his avatar or how he kind of decided to represent himself in the form of like a tiny image for an avatar. Ended up turning into this representation, with sunglasses and a nice suit. That is a nice suit. Oh, notepads, notes. A list of people to kill. And it's just sitting there for me to read. And yeah, it's just really, it's one of on the one hand, I can say it's one of the things not to think about, but on the other, that's the entire setting, right? These are essentially avatars, much like how, I'm here as an avatar as well, but many years before the idea of 3D avatars, 3-dimensional avatars was really an established idea. That's really why I find this fascinating in kind of a modern context. In a modern context, not just a modern context, I suppose, but also as a VTuber, because I'm doing this stuff now. All that aside, though, I do need to decide which side to take. Should I kill him, or should I save him? And at that point, I'll lock myself into one of these two factions. Normally I don't play this side, but if you really want me to, I suppose I could kill him. So it's entirely, I would say it's entirely up to you. I could just save at this point and do it later. So, yeah. Quick save. Do another branch later. I actually really don't play this side very often, but... So yeah. But yeah. What do you think? Kill or save? Better live than die. I can still go down and speak to Silver Dragon. But aside from that, it doesn't really matter anyway. You pretty much get two entirely different games. Like this branch happens very early on, rather than like halfway through the game in an open-ended game. Personally though, I think I'm just gonna go with the... It doesn't really matter. You're gonna get different results. And it kind of affects your main mission. That said, like I said before, I think I'm gonna... For the sake of demonstration, I'm just gonna go with what is probably the most canon route and most compelling one as well, because of all that stuff I said before about how this place is actually rather inconvenient compared to PDX, and just go with the PDX guys. And then save Silver Dragon. On the other hand, though, I'm just gonna kill him.
I never understand those scientists. What's so interesting about staring at plasma through a $500,000 microscope?
Oh, I need to reload. Oops. Maybe I should throw some grenades in.
Well, if they want to pay me to stand here all day, fine by me.
Yeah, I'll just say that I was hoping for you to say to kill him, because then I was gonna do a red herring and literally kill the person in front of me. Oh well, so much for that little joke.
All day, fine by me.
Oh, that doesn't. Okay, let's try that one more time. Actually, let's shake the sky. Why is he not dying? Oh, it's frozen. Well, not really, it's just flushing out the thing. Okay, there we go. Load. Okay. This is rather difficult, but let's see if I can actually kill him. Without killing myself in the process. I think I'm just hitting the wrong part of the hitbox.
Job ever.
I probably should have just used the Dragon Tooth sword. There we go. Let's get out of here before I get shot. Just crawl under that tower. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Dragon Tooth sword, that's fine. Okay. Now, I'm definitely on the PDX side. So, let's get out of here. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Or not. Hello, weird exclamation mark. This certainly looks like the Matrix now.
The entity is very displeased with your conduct, Fleshling.
What? Me? What did I do?
We have observed the murder of Skara B. King, and we interpret this as an effort to sabotage the continuity of the construct.
No. I killed him because he seemed like a bad fellow.
That's a good excuse, Zanny.
Selflessness does not sit well with the entity. Regardless of your motivations, the result is that you have disrupted the continuity of the construct, creating an unsupported reality branch.
Unsupported?
By killing Skara B. King, you have created a highly unstable branch of existence. This reality is doomed because you have destroyed an instrumental piece of the construct before he had finished playing his part. There is no future here.
Couldn't you just modify the, construct so the world can proceed without Skara?
Nothing is beyond the infinite power of the entity. However, it only takes the most basic of calculations to reveal that allowing full freedom for every actor in the construct would effectively require an eternity of work. Your options have been selected on the basis of highly sophisticated calculations beyond your comprehension.
So you're saying I can't just forget about DD and work as a bouncer in Souls for the rest of my life either?
The entity has decided that you must be eliminated and this branch of existence destroyed. Reality will then be rolled back to a previous version, before it was corrupted by your poor choices.
But wait, you're gonna kill me just because your damn mapper didn't know how to set B invincible to true?
You were not expected to survive the encounter with the significantly augmented Scarabee King and his automatic gun turrets and guards. It was deemed unnecessary to make him invulnerable. The entity is incapable of error, and the logical conclusion must be that you are a mistake. We will correct this mistake now.
How do you plan to kill me?
The entity does not need to employ weapons to terminate your existence. We have script functions for that.
Well, that's boring.
Ugh.
Well, do your worst.
So much for God
You
mode.
may press your quick load key in 5, 4, 3, 2.
1. And I'm dead. Oh well, I guess that's the end of the game. I've broken the matrix. So yeah, that was why I was trying a bit hard to kill this guy, because it's another fourth wall break. I don't think this counts towards the hidden ending. So in the secret ending, you have to actually kind of break the fourth wall or find an Easter egg that breaks the fourth wall at least 3 times. But I don't think that counts, because you know you end up loading the game afterwards. So I suppose there's no way to make it count.
Worst job.
But yeah, that is essentially representative for the development team, I guess, because yeah, it kind of breaks the fourth wall. Still, it kind of raises some interesting thoughts about open-endedness. You know, you can't kill everyone, like it or not. The game needs to continue somehow. Which means that if you were capable of killing everyone, now the door's closing. Great. You wouldn't have a game, because you know you're kind of expected to interact with people, get quests, get through the story. In the context of this game's universe, though, not only in the sense of, you know, everyone can die, but in the context of this universe, there are people who are invincible, because, you know, this is kind of a representation of an internet forum, and the moderators are the ones who are genuinely unkillable, and everyone else is. So, rather than just breaking your suspension of disbelief by just, you know, making them invincible, you know, they have to make them killable, just for the sake of the world building. But unfortunately, that still breaks the game. Morrowind, let's go down to the parking lot actually, because that's where the quest is. But yeah, Morrowind kind of just admitted to this, and saying, you know, when you killed an essential character, a pop-up says, you've damaged the main quest line. You can keep playing if you want, but you can't finish the game. But unfortunately, in other games, and in Oblivion, and the Elder Scrolls game after that, they just made people invincible. And you know, that kind of resulted in you breaking your suspension of disbelief. Like, for example, you know, there are a few cases in the game where everyone can get killed because of a dragon attack in Skyrim or something like that, but for some reason, you know, the kid can't die. He's immune to flames. Because, yeah, they can't die at all. It is very difficult to do, though. So, yeah, I can kind of get why they do that. But it definitely goes against the idea of, oh, you can do anything you want, because it's quite clear that you can't. The only game that really... Oh, there's some fire over there. The only game that really does that, where everyone is killable, genuinely, and you can continue with the game, is Fallout New Vegas. They try really hard, and everyone is genuinely killable. There is one NPC, though, that keeps coming back to life, so you do still have an option to complete the game. But yeah, there was a lot of effort made in that, and you know, it actually fits the lore on why they're able to come back to life after you kill them. So, wow, that is a very... Oh, it finally went out. Oh, he looks very uncharred for someone who has been burning quite a bit. So, going along with the theme of everyone here is an avatar, here we have an actual dragon.
Ah, don't kill me!
Well, I feel kind of flattered having a huge dragon beg me for mercy.
You're not with World Corp?
No, my name is Trescon.
Well, whoop-de-doo!
What are you doing down here?
I was graffitiing King's toilets with some of my friends when they caught us in there. I wasn't small enough to get back out.
What would you give me if I got you out?
What would you give me if I got you out?
What would a dragon have that would be of use to you?
A treasure hoard?
Would I be graffitiing bathrooms if I had gold to pay you with?
Good point. Cashew said you know something about Deus's disappearance.
Oh, Cashew sent you! Of course. I have a very important piece of evidence that I'll be happy to hand over to you if you help me out of here.
Deal.
Hooray! What do you want me to do?
I need you to wait here.
Right. I'll keep the World Corp people at bay while you work.
Roger that.
Right, he's just gonna stand there. So, marshmallows and graham crackers. Funny thing about that, I actually don't know what a graham cracker is. I'd get the joke if he just said marshmallows, but I don't think s'mores are really a thing here. Yeah, I've never really had s'mores. Like, I've roasted marshmallows. I think I remember roasting a potato once. Don't ask. It really wasn't that great. But yeah, I've done marshmallows, but not s'mores. I guess it's just not a thing. But I think you need chocolate as well, don't you? You make like a marshmallow chocolate graham cracker sandwich? Yeah. Personally though, I think I'd just go for the sausages. And, you know, roast it over the campfire. Maybe make some toast as well. Far better than marshmallows, I think. There are lots of guards here, and that's because I increased the NPC count. I need to somehow take out all of these guards. One way to... Like, Silver Dragon actually has a ton of health, so I could kill him personally, but another possibility is for me to just say, oh, it's clear, head on out, and then he'll be killed by everyone here. if I want to free if I want to free him though, I need to somehow do 1, 2, 3, 4, like 20 stealth takedowns, or I could just kill everyone. No, I don't think I've ever had something like that before. That kind of sounds like a brand name, graham cracker. But I don't think I've probably had some sort of cracker, a sweet cracker. So well, yeah. At least in this, I have my fists. So let's actually try.
I don't think I'll ever understand those scientists. What's so interesting about staring at plastic through a $500,000?
So I pretty much have to do that like a ton of times. I don't have a tranquilizer.
Oh my god!
Is he dead? He's not dead. Ooh. Nope. Whatever, I'll just kill him. Why did he think he was dead? He's not dead, he's unconscious. Yeah, it says unconscious right there. So yeah, the fists. This actually replaces the swimming skill in Deus Ex because everyone thinks it's useless. You really don't swim a lot. I should probably check my skill points as well, actually. I was just about to show the fist skill here. This always takes a while. Here we go. Fists. So I've increased the points here. I don't know why I upgraded this, actually. So I have 2,000 points. I probably should increase pistol or medicine. Let's upgrade fists. I don't remember actually using fists that much, so let's just do that. Quick save as well.
Man down! Man down! Oh, what the hell?
Oh, come on. Come on, karate chop. Oh, finally. And now I've alerted everyone else. Oh, got killed.
Man down! Man down! Oh my god!
I really don't expect this to work. Okay, let's forget that. Matrix. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. I just wasted a bunch of points.
Man down! Man down!
I just wasted a bunch of skill points on, yeah. Apparently that is actually effective. Okay, so I just wasted a bunch of skill points on this now. Because I'm clearly not using this. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Well, let's just do what Thanos did, and kind of kill half of everyone and knock out half of everyone again.
What the hell?
Now there should be someone... Oh, there's someone there. There should be someone here as well. Just make another save. Yeah, for some reason, this is actually a really good way to knock people out as well. Just hit them down there. I have no idea why. Yeah, I think these are Colt 45s, or based on Colt 45s. The ammo is actually 45. So these are like, you know, Trestcon's cool pistols. Which are custom for this game, and it's dual wield. There's also an alt fire here, which lets me fire both of them at the same time, which is pretty cool. I never really use them that much normally, but when I just need DPS and I don't have any other weapon skill other than pistols, it's I guess it's useful. So yeah, there are a couple of other unique weapons in the Nameless mod as well, but that's really the only one that's useful. There is a pump action shotgun, but compared to like the assault shotgun you can get from the original Deus Ex, really not useful.
Plastic through a $500,000 microscope.
Oh my god! I'll get him!
There we go. 50-50 lethalities. It's okay, isn't it? I mean... Let's just do some healing. I really need to up my meds skill now, actually. Because, yeah, it's a little bit slow. Thankfully, it's not that big of a deal because I am just cheating like crazy. Duplicate weapons. Duplicate my items. Let's just duplicate that stuff as well. Oops. Threw everything on the ground. Yeah, hopefully I won't cheat that much. I really need to use these upgrades. I really need to figure out where I get that leg augmentation. I can't remember where I got that. I should have it by now. Anyway, area's clear. So you can head out now.
You should be clear now. Just make your way to the exit.
Gotcha. I'll just follow the light. Talk to you at the exit, Trestcon.
Hop, 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 hoppity hop, hop. So yeah, he would usually die at this point if I just tell him to head out. Sometimes it's based on luck, so if you play on very easy difficulty, I think it's actually okay. He can actually just survive. Here though, I'm kind of playing with a custom difficulty where the NPC spawn count is maximum.
I have a recording of a holo
so it's kind of my own balancing, so I can kind of mess around.
That could be just the break I need to get started on my investigation. Where did you get this?
I stole it from WorldCorp. That's why we broke in here. We wanted to see if we could find any evidence that WorldCorp is behind the kidnapping. And maybe we have. I haven't had a chance to play it back yet, though. Here, let me upload it to your data vault.
I'll have to take a look at this as soon as possible. It was a pleasure meeting you, Silver Dragon.
Likewise, Trescon. May you live long with the blessings of the great Lamar upon you.
No! Son of a whore! Goddamn shit on a stick! You're dead meat, Tristan!
It's Trescon.
Meat! If you ever get anywhere near this building again, I will have you riddled with bullets, smashed into a fucking thin paste, burned into ashes, and buried at the bottom of the fucking sea! I'll kill you, Triscon! I'll fucking kill you for opposing me!
Thank you for finally getting my name right. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice that I can set a custom difficulty here, so I can actually modify my health, the enemy health, and NPC spawns and item spawns as well. In this case, I kind of just set everything to kind of easy, so it's really easy to kill everyone. I'm like a tank, but there are also a lot of people, so it's a different kind of challenge. But it does let me, you know, be a little bloodthirsty if I really want. By saving Silver Dragon, I've pretty much cemented myself onto the PDX side, and everyone here is hostile. So I do need to be careful of those robots over there. Where is that leg augmentation? Maybe I'll get it now, actually. So I think the plan is for me to go in, kind of do a debrief and explore some other stuff I've unlocked, and probably call it into this session. I'll probably do another one in a few hours, actually, after I take a proper break and have some dinner.
Yes?
Hello, Chrissy. It's Trescon again.
But that'll be like, you know, early in the past midnight for America, so I don't know. But that's usually when I try to stream on a weekend. But yeah, not sure if I'll continue playing this for that next session though. I usually just decide on the spot, it seems. Anyway, let's do a debrief. Save there. And go up. And I need to remember to go left. Thankfully, I've just played this a ton of times and I don't get lost. There really needs to be signs, I think. Anyway. Here is King Cashew. He's a little bit too far from the desk. I can't talk to him from behind the desk. This little bit needs to be fixed as well.
He's out of there.
I know. SD sent me a PM. Great work. There's a holocom unit out back that you should be able to play Deos' recording on. Just go through the door to my right and take a left.
It's fine. I mean, that's after dinner for me, so it's the best time for me to stream if I feel like streaming. But yeah, I do know that that's the graveyard hour for America. I'm not really sure if I want to keep streaming at that time either, because that's... I actually go to bed kind of early. So... oh well. I'll just figure it out when I get there. I might not even stream, I'm not sure. Anyway.
World Corp investigation
Here's the recording.
August 31st, 2004. I lost my last informant yesterday. Like the 3 others before her, Tyra disappeared without a trace. A few hours before our meeting was scheduled. As the stench of zero presence's work about it.
Zero presence.
Now, once again, I have no solid lead to confirm the increase.
So again, every person here, every cameo,
One thing I know without a doubt
is from someone who also worked on this. So apparently he's working on the 2.0 update. Don't know how that's going. Zero presence.
They vanish like you before the sun. Each one fueling the terrible rumors and paranoia spreading throughout the corporation. I almost have enough circumstantial evidence to support the claim that WorldCorp has their own intelligence branch somewhere in the city, perhaps even hidden away in their headquarters. But I don't think it would hold up against Scara's army of attorneys. I have to keep looking. The old log is full, so just to maintain my overview, I'll list the rumors I'm investigating about WorldCorp here. The most widespread rumor that you're bound to pick up if you walk into any bar in the city is that WorldCorp is abducting people right off the street to use for illegal experiments. This is definitely the most likely rumor of the bunch.
Lots
The
and
second
lots
rumor
and
is that Scara is
lots
killing
of
his employees if they start to
conspiracies.
question the things he makes them do, or if they get too close to sensitive material. Considering the experiences with my informants, this is definitely looking pretty likely. The third rumor is that Scara is researching a way to make himself immortal by the same means as we moderators. Needless to say, this is an extremely frightening prospect. Fourth, he seems to be training a private army out on Rydberg Field, the home of WorldCorp Logistics. Yeah, right. This is less of a rumor and more a horrifying fact. A new rumor has surfaced recently. Well, it's more of a clue than a rumor, actually. Before her disappearance, Tyra sent me vague
I
evidence
can't
that
actually
Scara
remember
is
who
looking for
Tyra
ways to leave
is.
the atmosphere
I'm not
of
sure if she
fallen
actually
planet.
shows up.
This is allegedly connected to his recent takeover of Aunt Betty Industries, but I just can't see the connection yet. I can't bring more WorldCorp people into this. My investigation may have already killed 4 innocent employees in that company, so from now on I'll have to find another way to obtain information. I have to gather enough evidence to ban Scara before it's too late.
I guess he sort of does look infected with something. It's really just based on, like, this is Deus Ex, right? So, he kind of looks like he has tons of augmentations, nano augmentations. I think that's the effect, but it was changed to red color for this guy. I guess it does look pretty sick, both in the positive and negative sense. Nano
WorldCorp
machines.
investigation log.
Yeah, so just looking at his face again. But yeah, I think now that I think about it,
WorldCorp
he's probably based on the what's his name? Bob Page, I think. You fight him near the end of Deus Ex. He's probably based on that skin. And that door can't be opened. Right, so I've received the report, and I can't. This is so finicky. Okay, let's just go over here.
Deus's recording was a log from
Innocent.
investigations of WorldCorp.
Yes, he told me he was looking into
For the
that.
sake of cinematics,
Apparently, the
would
more
be
he
nice
kept digging, the more dirt
if he
found
was
on
just a
his
little bit closer to the
At
desk.
the moment, it seems pretty likely that WorldCorp is behind the abduction. They're clearly our primary suspect.
Yes, I agree. What's your plan?
I'm going back to WorldCorp to look for evidence of the things Deus was talking about. If it's true that Scara has his own espionage department, they're bound to have some files about DD. I assume I'll be on my own over there.
I'm sorry we can't offer you the help you're used to. As you know, we decommissioned all the CIS agents except Winkeman, who keeps track of our armory, and Evil, who maintains our system. Neither AO nor Raving are in any shape to help, and we've lost contact with Miss Griffin and Wolfie.
I could really use Evil's help if you could spare him.
Of course. I'll just need your HUD access codes.
So you can spy on me through my own eyes?
It'll be Evil most of the time. It'll be just like Phasmatus watching your missions back in CIS.
Sure, as long as nobody else will ever get these codes.
Never. I'm a man of my word. If you're going into WorldCorp, I have something you can use to extract their files directly from their storage servers.
A spyware device?
Exactly. I think their nearline storage servers are on the second floor. Place the device on any of their servers, activate it with this multi-tool, and then get back out of there. This device will send all data to us, and we'll be able to look through King's files. Won't be easy though, now you've made enemies with the security crew.
Their security isn't as tight as you'd think. I'll come back and go through the data with you when the device is in place.
Here, you'll also need a password to the front door of this building. This key opens the back door to the staircase as well. And stop by Jonas' lab and Wincuman in the armory on your way out. They've got some additional equipment for you.
Okay, so next mission, break back into World Corp. That place had 4 floors, so I pretty much just need to break into the 2nd and 3rd floor. I'm probably just gonna check out Winkerman and Jonas, and then call it an end to this session. Not really sure when the next session will be of the Nameless mod. Yeah. That's actually an interesting idea. I don't think I've actually used high explosives. Or this mission. I usually just hacked my way in. That's an idea. Anyway. Okay. I have either cloak or radar transparency. Probably not gonna bother with cloak. I'm just gonna get I can't really remember how many bots there are. I'm gonna get that just in case. And that's, yeah, I can for the humans I can just kill them, so the bots do need explosives though. Let's go see Jonas and Winkerman for some equipment. So, first off, Jonas. So it says Jonas here, but he is, I believe he's from Denmark or something. So it's actually pronounced Jonas.
TrustCon. Ah, good. Come over here for a second. I require you to listen to me.
Okay. So, if you didn't catch it before...
TrustCon. KK asked me to help you out, so I've decided to grace you with my newest brilliant invention.
What is it?
An augmentation, of course. That's what I do.
Right.
Augmentation.
Which augmentation?
What? Oh, right. It's in the showcase beside my desk. The code is 160486. I'm much too busy to explain how it works, so you'll just have to play around with it a bit. I think there's some medbot somewhere around here that'll implant it for you.
I'll pick the bottom one. I usually don't take this one, but I think it's a little amusing.
That's ingenious. I heard you were intelligent, but nobody said you were this brilliant. There must be
Just
no
rub it in a
limit
little.
to your talents.
This guy's a bit of a jerk.
I am quite good, am I? Listen, you might need this too. It'll improve that arc quite a bit.
I am truly
Ooh, I got an item as well. That's cool. So yeah, just, you know, stroking his ego a little bit. That said, this guy actually directed this. So it's probably a bit of a parody as well. Jonas Waver, if you didn't catch me saying it much earlier in this session, he's kind of the creative director, I suppose. And I don't think he's active on Twitter, but he does have a Twitter account. And yeah, he ended up moving on to make his own game studio, and is actually working on this spin-off of Divinity Original Sin. I can't remember the name, but it's not that hard to find. kind of cool that, you know, someone did move on to greater things. Not a common path, but it is a path into the game industry. Now, he said that he would have an augmentation for me, and there's nothing here, because I already broke into this and stole it from him. There is going to be another after I come back from this mission. But I'm probably not going to play that now. Probably not. But there is one more place to check out, and here is the toilets, or the armory, anyway. So, as you can see here are the... is this the... These are the men's. But it's pretty much just, you know, ordinary toilet. And here are the women, well, not the women's, but Winkerman's. Don't know why his office is here, but hello, Winkerman.
Presscom, Kashu told me about your mission. He also instructed me to give you some stuff for the assignment.
Yeah, anything you have will help.
Well, I have a shotgun, a stealth pistol, and a couple of multi-tools. That's pretty much it. I wish I could give you more, but most of the equipment goes to law enforcement with the lockdown and all. Besides, everything is complete chaos at the moment. Can you believe they installed me in one of the bloody toilets? And this desk! Kashu promised me a new desk soon.
That should suffice. I can always pick up some more stuff from Ravings if I need it.
Yeah, you can get pretty much anything you'll need from Ravings, especially once Kashu starts paying you. Anyway,
well, they did end up moving in here rather quickly, apparently.
I mean shelf. There are some weapon mods in the crates too. Take those as well. Accuracy and recoil as far as I recall.
Thanks a lot. That should keep me supplied for a while.
Shelf.
And Kashu asked me to give this packet caliber 45 ammo for doing something downtown for him without killing anybody.
You wouldn't think the act of not murdering anybody would warrant a reward, let alone a pack of bullets.
I think Faz had a hand in it.
Well, thank you either way. So, how well did you know Dios Diablo? I don't suppose you know anything which might be of any help.
I didn't know him very well. He usually spent his time out in the streets like Cosmatis. Believe me, I would have told Kashu if I knew anything. Besides the fact that Didi was a moderator and seemed to be a nice guy, I could really use that 500 credits reward they put out for useful information.
How about Despot? What can you tell me about him?
Despot? Well, actually I've never met him. I don't know if
I have. I just went there.
I guess Kashu and Faz probably met him in person long ago. He never even lifted a finger around here. Even when DxO blew up our old HQ when we moved here, we didn't hear from him. They might as well not have given him an office, but I guess it's a matter of formalities.
What is this PDX-DxO war about anyway? Nobody seems to know.
And neither do I. In fact, none of us here do. Chances are only the DxO people know why they keep attacking us. We just do our best to defend ourselves, but they clearly despise us enough to persist in their attacks. Enough that they keep trying to kill us off. Just a few hours ago, they placed a bomb in one of our delivery vans, blew the van and half our old headquarters to smithereens.
Yeah,
so much dialogue.
It looked terrible.
If we could at least communicate with them somehow, all of this fighting might be avoided. It just seems so senseless.
It does. But I believe I was asking you what you can tell me about Despot.
Yes.
Ah, yes. He's the guy.
Wait, he was?
But he's been so busy of late. I can't wrap my brain around it. Even on Sundays, he's as busy as a Japanese beaver.
There are no beavers in Japan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Anyway, I suspect he's either slacking a lot, or something is preventing him from doing his administrative work. King Kashu has to take care of everything around here. It's been months since he did any ordinary moderator work. But what could be more important than running the city?
Maybe it would be worth
eating chips and watching the telly.
Well, I can't tell you what I know about the PDX stuff. Anybody in particular you want to hear about?
Not really. I think that's enough dialogue.
Thanks for the info.
So,
see you later.
It's kind of a joke, but if you've been on an internet forum admins really don't do that much. Actually, it's really just the moderators. I think it's kind of rare for an admin to really do a lot, at least publicly. They usually just take care of maintaining the server and updating the software. As for actually managing the community, that's kind of what a moderator does. But yeah, it just ended up being a joke. I mean, it's if you've been in any forum community, most of them have that running gag. Actually, I think, you know, oh, the admin doesn't do anything. Whatever. It's obviously not, but yeah, it's one of those things you don't really see. Hmm? Oh. No. It's, oh, physics. It's train simulator. Not farm simulator. Close enough. Let's just put that back down. There. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Oh, there's an ABBA disc. A notepad? Okay, that's some login information. Doesn't really matter. Now the password to the keypad was... Any minute now. Happens every time. Takes up so much stuff. 1987. Let's delete that as well. I don't care about that login information. I have lots of augmentation upgrades, and I still haven't figured out where that leg augmentation is. I can't remember. 1987. And I have a bunch of equipment here. Multi-tools. Oh, my inventory is full there. Some modifications. Stealth pistol. Shotgun. Don't really need that unless I'm going like fully aggressive there. Let's put that there. And yeah. This doesn't look so bad as an office. I mean, well, actually, I guess it's not that great. I mean, they did remove the chairs. I mean, you know, if you're working as an office, I'm sure the chairs here would have been very useful, but unfortunately they decided to remove it and gave you an ordinary chair. Yeah, those are shotgun shells. It's just a texture, I suppose. So yeah, not much here. Looks like they've removed the sinks. Now this here, there will be an item here later, after I come back from a mission, but not at the moment. And yeah. I think that's everything. Where is that running augmentation? I can't remember. I should probably look that up. Or maybe I get it later. I think I get it later. No augmentations. Okay. So, let's just go over here. What other things do I have to check out? Side quest wise. I don't think there's much else. There are the lower levels of World Corp. I suppose I could check that out. Oh, I can speak to Jonas about it as well. I'll do that in the next session, I think. So my second infiltration into World Corp, pretty much.